Assalamu alaikum everyone. So today I'm making Nutella star bread, and for this we need some puff pastry and Nutella, and yeah, that's all we need. So let's get started. So first we have this puff pastry sheet, and now I'm going to roll the puff pastry. So for this, it's okay if you have some cracks in the puff pastry. It's not going to affect the star bread that you're making. So now first we need to roll the puff pastry nicely, and now I'm adding a plate. Yes, I have just messed it a bit, but that's okay. So now I have a plate on the top of the puff pastry, and now I'm going to cut around the edges just like we make a tortilla kind of. So now I'm going to cut the edges around nicely and as closely as possible. And now you can see I have cut the tortilla shape of puff pastry, and now on the top of it I'm going to add some Nutella. So I have warmed the Nutella in the microwave for 30 seconds, and now I'm going to add a generous amount of Nutella on the top of this. So just be generous because it's not enough every time. So after applying a generous amount of Nutella, I'm adding another layer of puff pastry on the top. And do remember we need 4 layers of puff pastry. So now I'm repeating the same method, just adding some more Nutella on the top of this layer, and again a generous amount, and then I'm placing another layer of puff pastry. So yeah, and then again I'm going to add some Nutella on the top of it. And try to make it as neat as possible. And now it's the last layer of puff pastry, and do remember on the last layer of puff pastry we're not going to add any Nutella on the top. So yeah, that's all we have to do. So now I'm making it even, and now we need 1 egg. I'm going to beat it with a fork, and we're going to set it aside for later. Now we need a glass or any like round small shape of bowl or anything that you have, and just place it in the center. You just don't need to be very like perfect, but it's okay, just try to make it place it in the center. And now we're going to cut it like 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 3 o'clock. So we're going to cut it like this and try to make deep cuts so that when we are going to start twisting it, it's going to be easy for us. So now you can see I have cut 4 triangles kind of, and now I'm going to cut in the middle of these triangles. So we're going to make these cuts all over the puff pastry that we have. And now you can see after all those cuts, I'm going to cut the slices that we have, the triangle slices in the middle again. So now we have like 1 slice, but into 2, if that makes sense. So now here we are, all the cuts are done, and now you can see I'm twisting it to make it into a star bread. So I'm going to twist it 2 times like so, and I'm going to repeat the same thing with the other side. So it's 1 and 2. So if you want, you can leave it just like that, it's up to you, but the way I do it, I'm going to show you in this one. So you can see I'm twisting it twice, and now I'm going to pinch these 2 together with my fingers, and now I'm going to tuck them in just like that. So it's up to you if you want like this or like that. So here we are all done with the star bread, and now it's the best time just to put the egg wash on the top. And I have warmed the oven that we have on gas mark 4, and I'm going to cook it until it's nice and golden and crispy. So Yay, here we are. The star bread is ready. It took me about like 15 to 20 minutes. It depends on every oven, but I hope it was a nice recipe. I hope you liked it. I made it for Eid, and if you follow me on Facebook or TikTok, you might have seen that video. So I hope it was helpful. I hope it was nice. I hope you like it. So thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you like it. Allah Hafiz.